Let's get it cloudy in here. What's up, everybody? um, anyways, what's up, guys? How's it going? How's your evening? So today's rant video, I'm going to be ranting about a few things that I feel need to be changed in mobile technology itself. Um, there's a long list of it, so I've narrowed it down to just two apps that I think really need to be worked on ASAP, and a couple of other things around mobile technology that I think needs to be addressed and changed. So the first app that I want to focus with is, of course, Hangouts. This is the biggest one because I love using Hangouts. Hangouts is amazing. I know there's a bunch of people out there that want something kind of like iOS where all the messaging stuff's integrated, and we have that with Android. It's called Hangouts. But I know there's a few key features that it's missing, but the one that's missing for me, Hangouts on Air. We need that integrated into the mobile app. I cannot stress this to Google enough how much we need this. This would be like heaven to YouTubers. Because I know a lot of YouTubers use different outsources like Periscope. They use Meerkat, Stream with the dot. You know, this newest one that I found. It's actually been out since May, but I just recently found it. They're using these, and people love streaming. A lot of people are streaming about just random stuff. Some person right now could be streaming about Clear Eyes, just for the hell of it. And Google can capitalize on this if they opened up Hangouts besides video calling to allow Hangouts on Air streaming from a mobile device. I know you can set this up using your PC, but who has the time to set it up from their PC and then take their phone and go somewhere outside or go to a park and stream? That's just, annoying. You want to be able to do it on the fly from where you're at. So Google, please, let's bring Hangouts on Air to the mobile Hangouts application. It can be done. The next thing I want to talk about is Google Play Music, and one of the things that stresses me out about it is that while that's great, and you do have the free option of streaming music, it does get a little bit annoying when you can't do it from your Android TV. Because on my Nexus player, I can access Google Play Music. I have the music that I've uploaded to it, to its cloud storage, in order to play off any device. But I can't just be like, I can't do, a search for Nirvana and then play Nirvana music from Nirvana and other music that is similar to Nirvana. I can't play that. It doesn't have radio station type streaming, so that's a little annoying. You can do it on a smartphone, you can do it on a tablet. What about the TV? I like to do it from my Nexus player, and I really wish that they would incorporate that sometime soon. Cross my fingers for it. Another thing about Google Play Music that irritates and pisses me off is the fact that once I have my device list filled up, I can only delete so many a year. That's annoying. I should have full governing control of Google Play Music by deleting devices that I don't have or don't use anymore on Google Play Music. I cannot stress how annoying it is that the only way to actually get this done to achieve clearing out your device manager list on Google Play Music is to call the Google Help Desk, which is even more annoying because you never know who you're going to get. And I've gotten jerks who don't really want to work there. I don't know why you want to work at Google. Google's like one of the best places to work. But they just sound so down and out about it, and they're just so anal. And they're like, well, this is really going to do this one time, and that's it. And then boom, just open it up and give us the freedom to just click that X, and then it'll be like, this has been removed from Google Play Music account. Like, thank you, because especially for people who review mobile tech, every time we sign into a new phone to test it out or whatever, when we open up Google Play Music, it's going to sign it in. And, I cannot stress how hard it is. Like right now, my ZTE Warp Elite, I can't access my Google Play Music because I need to call the Google Help Desk, which I'm dreading, to have them remove a couple of devices that I don't own anymore so I can free up some space to put this device on there and stream music from it. Very annoying. So, as far as the ranting side of thing, when it comes to Android hardware manufacturers for Android, the one thing that really I think that they should try changing, and some people may disagree with me, is the amount of storage. And I don't mean like they need to put in bigger storage or anything like that. I mean, bigger storage is always better, but it's this whole thing of like the device comes with 8 gigs of internal storage. Like, yes, it has 8 gigs of internal storage, and 3 is used for the operating system, so 5 is usable for the consumer. And the reason why I say this is because while some of us are, we're really tech heavy on things, but we only make up a small corner of this whole world that actually uses Android and that really doesn't care or just doesn't want, to spend their time learning every inch of their device. They just want to take it out the box and have it work. And there's times where when I go to like Boost Mobile or Sprint or Verizon, it never fails that I hear someone actually complain about the fact that they got a phone that's supposed to have 32 gigs of onboard storage, and when they look in their storage, it only shows 29 gigabytes of data, whereas the rest of it, yada yada yada. Person's got to explain to them, well, the operating system uses about this much of the internal storage, so what you really have free is 29 gigs. And then they scream out false advertisement, and it's like, well, maybe then it should be advertised if it has 32 gigs of onboard storage and only 29 is usable for downloading stuff. Then they should just say it's a 29 gigabyte internal storage. It's kind of like hide out the amount of that the operating system takes. I think. I mean, it sounds silly because it's like, won't we just say 32 gig? It's a lot easier. But some people just get frustrated on that. I think that that's something that should be disclosed. That way, there's not a bunch of people who's pissed off about it. Another thing, before I close this video out, is in-store reps. I cannot stress how in-store reps need to learn about the iOS devices and Android devices that they sell. One thing that is never fails, and when I go with a friend of mine who's going to buy a new phone, my friend asks the number one question that most people do ask, and that's how much storage does this device have that I'm looking at. It never fails when the rep says it has 2 gigabytes of memory, or 3 gigabytes of memory, or 1 gigabyte of memory, and I'm looking at them like, no, it doesn't. It has more than that. Then I think to myself, what they're probably talking about is RAM. So then I go, a random access memory, and they go, yes, it has 2 gigs of storage. Like, no, it doesn't. That's RAM. That's what's used for the application to run, to process, to function. It's not. That's not where your apps go. Your apps don't save in RAM. And I just, I know it's not their fault. I know that they're hired to work at the Cricket store, and they're just like, okay, this is how you log in. This is how you use our system. This is how you set up a new account. Good luck. I know that's what stores do. I really think stores should take the time to actually train their employees. I think the employees, if you're not being trained by your store, at least take the time to understand what you're selling. I mean, I know maybe you're not interested in mobile tech. You're there for the paycheck, but you'll probably get more sales if you really know what the hell you're talking about. Just saying. So anyways, guys, that's just my rant, Friday's rant. If you guys enjoyed it, leave it a thumbs up. Add on to whatever I said in the comment section. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Subscribe if you have not. And you will see me in the next video. Bye.